All right, let's jump right in. Today we're going to decode something super important, the blueprint for a future-proof career. And here's a hint. It's not about picking one single path anymore. It's all about building this incredible toolkit of diverse skills.
I mean, think about it for a second. Your own career. Is it just a straight line? Probably not, right? For most of us, it's got twists and turns. So the real question is, how do you take that winding path and actually turn it into a major strategic advantage?
Well, to figure that out, we're going to dive into a fantastic real-world case study. We're looking at the career of Dr. Mohd Shahril Nizam bin Shaharom. Trust me, his journey is this amazing model for building a professional life that's not just resilient, but totally future-proof.
Okay, so our story really starts with this idea of forging a digital toolkit. And listen, this isn't about becoming a master of one single thing. Nope. It's about collecting a whole set of skills that work together, skills you can combine in some really powerful and unique ways.
So let's look at this timeline because this is a huge moment. Check this out. The year is 2004. In the exact same year he gets his bachelor's in software engineering, Dr. Shahril also gets certified as a photographer and videographer and as an online marketing advisor. I mean, come on, that is not random. That is super strategic. He was building the technical how, the creative what, and the business why, all at the same time.
And that right there is the key. He was putting together a toolkit with 3 really distinct but incredibly powerful tools. You got the logic of software engineering, the art of storytelling from multimedia, and the power of audience building from digital marketing. These 3 things, they became the absolute foundation for everything he would do next.
So now, with this super versatile toolkit in his back pocket, the next phase of his career is this really clear, really deliberate pivot. He starts connecting all those tech skills to a new passion, education. And that decision sent him down a very specific academic path. And you can really see the story unfold in his academic journey. Look how he does it. He starts broad, with a foundation in computer science. Then he strategically narrows it down to multimedia and education for his master's. And finally, he goes super deep, specializing with a PhD in instructional technology. It's like a masterclass in how to intentionally layer your career.
But here's the thing. This is what separates a good career from a truly great one. His academic journey, it wasn't just about theory. It wasn't just reading textbooks and writing papers. No way! He was an active builder. He was out there putting his knowledge into practice, like immediately.
And we're not talking about small side gigs here. Just look at this. Projects like Discuss Maya, that was a 5-year commitment. So while he's still working on his PhD, he's already deep in the trenches, working as a developer, as a consultant, creating this amazing feedback loop between what he's learning in academia and what's actually happening in the real world.
Okay, so this brings us to today, to the current chapter. And this is where all those different threads, the tech, the media, the education, all come together. They're not separate anymore. They're woven into one single mission, to actually shape the future of learning.
And this quote right here, it pretty much says it all, doesn't it? His focus isn't just on one thing, it's on the intersection of a bunch of things. Digital skills, this idea of edupreneurship, and so importantly, bringing AI into education. This is the sweet spot where every single skill he's ever picked up finally comes together to play.
And get this, his current role at the University of Malaya isn't just one job. It's basically 4 jobs in one. He's a teacher and researcher, sure, but he's also a media coordinator and a program leader. And what's so cool is that you can see how each of these roles pulls from a different tool in that original toolkit he started building way back in 2004.
You know, if you wanted just one single project that perfectly sums up his entire career, it's got to be Heal TV. Because here, he's not just the academic guy, the coordinator, he's also the producer. It is the absolute perfect marriage of his PhD in instructional technology and that videographer certification he got years ago.
So what's the big lesson here? What's the takeaway? His journey is way more than just an interesting story. It's a blueprint. It's a model that you can actually use to start thinking about your own career path.
And true to form, he totally practices what he preaches. He shares his knowledge out in the open. You see this digital presence? It's not just a hobby. It's the modern-day version of being an educator, right? It lets him connect directly with his students and a whole community on the platforms they're actually using.
So, this is what a modern educator really is. It's not enough anymore to just be an expert in your subject. You have to be a technologist, you have to be a content creator, and you have to be a great communicator, all rolled into one. Dr. Shahril's entire career is basically a masterclass in how to do exactly that.
And that brings everything full circle, right back to you. Dr. Shahril built this incredible career by combining 3 of his passions into a single toolkit. So the question I want to leave you with is this: what are your unique passions? What skills do you have? And how are you going to combine them to build your very own blueprint for the future?